Drop a like and do share. Leave your comments and do not forget to subscribe for more videos.
大家好 Welcome back to Edupedia World Videos. Thanks for joining me in my Mandarin lesson series. We are now at lesson 10, where we will talk about time. Okay, so in this lesson, I will talk about how to report time from year to day. And for the smaller time frame, we'll leave it in the next lesson. So let's get started. So the first sample sentence I want to teach you is, I am 23 years old this year. Okay, I know in English you'd say I am 23 years old, but in Mandarin we will always have to say this year. So I'm just adding it there. So in Mandarin it is 我今年23岁. Okay, so there are 3 new words here, so I'm just going to do it slowly. So 今 is this. It is only used for year and day. Okay, it doesn't apply to others, but only for time, specifically year and day. Okay, and in normal usage of this is 这. Okay, this one you should know very well already. Okay, so the pinyin is this one, and the radical is what's on top there, and the arrangement is simple. So here's how to write 今. 1 2 3 4 今, 4 strokes. Next one is 年. 年 is year. Okay, this is the pinyin, and the radical is what's between them, and the arrangement is simple. So here's how to write 年. 1 2 3 4 5 6 6 strokes for 年. The last of the new words is 岁. 岁 is only to tell years old, so it is unlike English. This one is only dedicated to tell about how old you are. Okay, so this is the pinyin, and the radical is this one, so the arrangement is vertical. So here's how to write 岁. 1 2 3 4 5 6 岁. Okay, as you may have noticed, the sentence structure is very different because you put this year in front. So it's like, I, this year, 23 years old. Okay, so therefore, I make a note here. Time is always before the verb and after the subject. Okay, so it is after the subject, and 23岁 is like a verb here. So the phrase 今年, the time is placed in front of this phrase 23岁 here. Okay, or alternatively, you can place it at the start of the sentence. So for example, this one, 今年我23岁, it also makes sense. Okay, I will give more of this example in the future slides. So for now, just bear with this. I will introduce you more words. Okay, here's another sample sentence, and this one is just for you to report date. So the sample sentence I have here is, today is 28th May 2017. Okay, in Mandarin it is 今天是2017年 5月28日 Okay, so as you may have noticed, when we are reporting the year, we will just say the numbers out. So in this case, 2017 is unlike English, you say 2017. But in Mandarin, we just report the individual number, 2017. Okay, but this is not the same for the date. We will say 28日. Okay, it's not 28日. So you have quite a few new words here again, so I'll introduce one by one. So 天 means sky or day, and of course in this sample sentence it means day. Okay, so this is the pinyin and the radical is this one, so the arrangement is simple. So here's how to write 天 1 2 3 4 天 Okay, the next one is 月. So 月 means month or moon. Okay, and of course again in this context it means month. Okay, this is the pinyin and the radical is itself, so naturally the arrangement is simple. So here's how to write 月. It is similar to how you write 朋, which is friend. Okay, but now I will show you again. 1 2 3 4月 Okay, next is 日. Okay, 日 is dedicated for day, and if you still remember, it also means the sun. Okay, so 日, this is the pinyin, and the radical is this one, so the arrangement is simple. So here's how to write 日. 1 2 3 4日. Okay, I'm making another note here. The date format in Chinese is year, month, and day, as you may have noticed now. Okay, so we report year first, 2017年, then month, 5月, then day, 28日. Okay, so Chinese date format, the sequence is like this. Unlike English, it's day, month, year, or month, day, year, according to where you are. Okay? Okay, so this sample sentence is to show you how to say the day before, yesterday, and also last night. Okay? So the sample sentence here is the day before yesterday and last night, I ate an orange. In Mandarin, it is 前天和昨晚我吃了一颗橙. Okay, as you may have noticed, we have a shorter word for the day before yesterday, which is 前天. Okay, of course, if you want to say yesterday, you can say 昨天. So let's look at the new word here. 前 is before, or it can also be used in location, and it means in front. So this is the pinyin, and the radical is what on the bottom right corner. So the arrangement is complex because you have the top part and the bottom part you have left and right component. Okay, so here's how to write 前. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 九. 9 strokes for this one. Okay, 昨晚 is last night, and of course if you want to say yesterday, it is 昨天. Okay, 昨 is usually used for yesterday and last night. It is hardly used in other context. Okay, so this is the pinyin and the radical is this one. So the arrangement is horizontal because you have left and right component, and the radical is the left component. Okay, here's how to write 左. 一二三四五六七八九左. Okay, you may have noticed where the time is placed, and in this case, it is in front. Okay, we'll look at the next sample. So this one, the sample sentence here is, I will read books tomorrow night and the day after tomorrow. In Mandarin, it is 我会在明晚和后天看书. Okay, again, you see the time 明晚和后天 is placed after the subject and before the verbs. Okay, but we have something in between, which is 在. Okay, I know previously you have learned 在 as a word that denotes the action is continuing. But in this context, 在 is used as at, and this at can be used on time and also location. Okay, it is used after the subject and before the time or location. Okay, so this is how we report time. Okay, so let's look at the new word here. The new word here is 后. 后 is after or back. This meaning is used for location only. Okay, so just so you know, 后 is not only used for time but also location. This is the pinyin and the radical is this one, so the arrangement is simple. So here's how to write 后. 一二三四五六后. Okay, so I have introduced you year, month, day, but I haven't mentioned week. So this sample sentence is just to show you that. So I've written here, we have met last week. In Mandarin, it is 我们在上个星期见过面. Okay, and again I have used the word 在, and 上个星期 is last week. 见 is to see, 过 is to indicate that 见 has already happened, and 面 is a new word. It means face, which I'll explain later. Okay, so let's look at the two new words here. So 星 actually means star, but if you want to say star, it is 星星. Just repeat the word again, then you get the noun for star. Okay, this is the pinyin, and then the radical is what's on top, so the arrangement is vertical. So here's how to write 星. 一二三四五六七八九 Okay, this should be easy for you because previously you have learned how to write the top part 日 and the bottom part 生. Okay, and the next word is 期, which generally used for date, but if it's just on its own, the pinyin is 期. But if you want to say week, it becomes 星期. Okay, the radical is what's on the right there, so the arrangement is horizontal with left and right component. Okay, so here's how to write 期 or 期. 1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、10、11、12、7. Okay, the last word is also the new word, which is 面. 面 means face, and this is the pinyin, and the radical is the self, so the arrangement is simple. So here's how to write 面. 1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、面. Okay, as you may have noticed, 见 is see, but there must be an object to see. So in this case, it is face. So 见面 is like seeing your face. So it means to meet. Okay, so that's a new object that you have learned. Okay, so I have shown you how to say last week, and now I have shown you more examples of how to say last, this, next week, and also more of them. So if you want to say 2 weeks or 2 months ago, you say 2个星期前 or 2个月前. Okay, so as you can see, the quantifier is 个. Okay, so here you have learned all the words here. Some are just in this lesson, and some are in the previous lessons. And for last week or month, it is 上个星期 or 上个月. Okay, again, you have learned this before. 上 is learned in greetings when you say 早上好. That's the same 上. Okay, and if you want to say this week or this month, it is 这个星期 or 这个月. So we use the normal this here, which is 这. For next week, it is 下个星期 or 下个月. 2 weeks or 2 months later is 2个星期后 or 2个月后. We'll see more of this example in the exercise. Next one, we have talked about week and month, and now it is time to talk about day and year. I have grouped years, month, day like this because they say they use last, this, or next in a different way. So that's why I'm having this kind of grouping. So if you want to say 3 days or 3 years ago, it is 3天前 or 3年前. And of course, if you want to say 5 years ago, you can say 5年前. Okay, it is as simple as that. And as I said, in Chinese we have a shorter way of saying the day before yesterday. It is 前天. And if you want to say 2 years ago, it can be 前年, just like the days, how you report 2 days ago. Okay, yesterday, as I have said, is 昨天, and for last year, it is 去年. Okay, I'll explain how to write 去 in the next slide. Today is 今天. This year is 今年. Okay, these you have learned in the previous slides. And tomorrow is 明天. Next year is 明年. Okay, so you can see the usage of next is similar. And when you want to say the day after tomorrow, it is 后天, or 2 years later is 后年. Okay, and when it comes to 3 days later, it is 三天后. And for 3 years later is 三年后. Okay, so this is how you say last, this, or next day or year. Okay. Okay, this will be the last slide you learn from. So the sample sentence I have here is, I have read this book last year. 我去年读过这本书. So as I promised, I will show you how to write this word. But before that, let's look at the radicals and the arrangement. So 去 also means go, but of course in this context, it's like last year. It has different meaning. Okay, this is the pinyin, and the radical is what's on the bottom, so the arrangement is vertical. So here's how to write 去. 1 2 3 4 5 去. Okay, so here's the summary of the lesson. You have learned all these Chinese words, and after this lesson, you should be able to tell the time from years, months, days, week, later, or ago, and anything in between, like today, or this year, or this month, and this week. Okay? You should also be able to tell your age, and also the date, today or tomorrow, or whenever you want. Okay? So again, thank you for following the lesson until now. So next up, we'll look at smaller time frame, which involves how to tell the time, how to tell the hours, minutes, or even second, and how to say now or just now. Okay, so I will see you in the next lesson. Thanks again for watching. 谢谢，再见。